Welcome back to another episode of Ring Rage Report. We are live covering, not live, we're recording Backlash 2024 WWE.
And we're off to a good start.
Amazing fucking start. Get after it. This is a shorter match. Backpedal. We have Lane with us today. Rogel is not here, so we have Lane. But 5 matches to cover. Maybe talk about the draft a little bit if you're up to it.
Yeah.
So
the pointless draft that happens every year. Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's just start with that. That's fine. I was watching it thanks to TikTok. I was watching it, and kind of the consensus is, not a lot of shakeup. Biggest things were the call-ups from NXT.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker going over to Raw.
Yep, that's a big one.
So, who else went over to Raw?
Did Bianca go to Raw, or was she the first pick for SmackDown?
First pick for SmackDown.
Okay.
And then you have Kiana James going to Raw. You have Andrade going to SmackDown.
LWO is in Raw now.
Baron Corbin is now on SmackDown. For what it's worth, Cedric and Ashanti are on SmackDown. I don't care.
Who? little homage to one of my favorite TikTokers. Who?
Fire and Dawn are now on Raw, but they got called up like a year ago, I thought.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And then they went back down to so they went back to NXT. It's really weird.
They had a few matches, nothing worth writing home about.
No, they were used to unify the women's tag title with the NXT women's tag titles, and that was it.
Yeah.
Who else? Braun Strowman's back. He's on Raw.
The monster of all monsters.
We kind of Eric Rowan is officially signed with WWE.
I did see that, so that's just adding a little bit of gas to the fire
of Wyatt family.
Yeah.
I did see NWF is a popular moniker going around social media. The new Wyatt family.
Ooh, I like that.
Like NWO, NWF.
Yeah.
So maybe, but I've been seeing that moniker go around everywhere. We talked about this before. How Bobby Lashley's faction has a name, the Pride, but they don't use it anywhere.
They said it on the draft.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, it was either Cole or the announcer. Somebody actually said the Pride. I was like, oh, I actually said it.
All right. I was like, WWE's website shows them as the Pride, and then the breakdown.
Yeah.
So, and then
I was watching a TikTok. Someone made the comment that Bobby Lashley sounds like he's always trying to talk with a mouthful of water. And I have not been able to unhear it.
Yep, that's about right. I was like,
oh my God.
I just watched his backstage segment with Carmelo Hayes, who's on SmackDown. And I was like, yeah, this is a good segment. This will be good. There's a feud going there. Maybe incorporate him. But now that you said the water thing, I'm playing back the whole thing. It's like, yeah, he does sound like he's
been able to unhear it now. Man.
The bigger, or one of the quote bigger moves is LWO is now going to be on Raw.
Yeah.
But Andrade has been moved to SmackDown.
Yeah, and they left Santos's group on SmackDown.
Legado de Phasma.
Yeah, that.
I had the list.
Yeah, I was like, I know some Phantasma something.
The LDF.
Sorry, guys. I don't pay attention that much to him yet.
I still won't. Shinsuke's on SmackDown now.
Yes, that was another move. He went back to SmackDown.
This one kind of has bugged me because people are fucking stupid. But they specifically stated that the champions are off the table, can't be drafted at all.
Right.
So there's a lot of reading into this one for people. but they're saying Judgment Day, which says Finn Balor, Dirty Dom, and JD have been drafted to Raw to stay on there. And everyone's like, well, what about Rhea? What about Damian? Damian, who's champion, and Rhea, who's out for injury.
Damian's still on Raw because he's the champion. So, but Rhea is the one, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if they're gonna. I mean, because they still drafted Seth Rollins. It's not like they're, it's not like they're tossing injured people to the side and like, we won't draft them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's gonna be reading more into the why they didn't put her name with Judgment Day, or is she doing something different?
She wasn't even drafted. That's the thing. She's nowhere on the draft card.
Yeah.
So that's why everyone's like, well, maybe she's stepping away and she's gonna go rule NXT again, or maybe she's gonna make a surprise appearance and she'll pull the mommy card and be like, well, I'm mommy, I can go wherever fucking platform I want.
Yeah.
So SmackDown or Raw.
But I got a feeling there's gonna be a little bit more to the whole Liv and Rhea thing coming up with all the weird little Dom and Liv things going on. So
I mean, have you seen the one about Dom and her having a relationship, like on screen?
Yeah. Well, did you see when they were doing the interview?
Yeah.
And then you could see down the hall that Liv walked out of the room.
Yeah.
And then like 3 minutes later, Dom walked out of the same room.
Yeah.
So they're doing something with it, man. They're playing it pretty well.
I mean, they have to do something to kind of keep the feud, the storyline alive with her being out for a bit. So happy to see that, and just happy to finally have storylines that are actually continuous versus 2 weeks.
I want another custody of Dominic Mysterio. There's going to be 2 custody battles in the history books.
Look.
Oh, wrong pipe.
That definitely needs to happen.
That'd be great.
100% needs to happen. That would be awesome. I did see a meme with Dirty Dom and JD walking down to the ramp, or walking down the ramp, and they're like less teeth, less teeth, more roids. They'd be Eddie and Chris Benoit. Like, damn,
yeah,
that was okay. Did not need that this early in the morning. Funny.
Oh man, I just saw that one too.
Love it. We have Ilya Dragunov on Raw, which will be big. Him and Carmelo Hayes, I think, are being set up to be the future faces of WWE. Then you have Chelsea Green and Piper Niven on SmackDown. Look, that backstage segment had me laughing when they're like bad mouthing Pierce or whatever. And what's the other dude's name? I can't think of SmackDown. There we go. All this is like, you owe me. He's like, oh, okay. Like, I'm so glad that just that one liner. Yeah, like nobody wants these two.
They do good with Chelsea Green. I like the persona they've given her, and I like it. It's just me, but
I don't hate her, but she's not somebody I like chime in or watch.
I'm not gonna root for her. Like, Chelsea. Best part about her matches is when fucking Samantha introduces her.
Which she won't now because she's on SmackDown.
Yeah. Yep. See, they just ruined it.
Well, she's dead. She's dead.
Yep. She's gone.
New Day's on Raw. Pretty Deadly's on SmackDown. Lyra Valkyrie is on Raw, which she was interesting to watch on NXT. What? Sure. Stay-at-home dad with kids.
I'm actually surprised mine haven't came down yet.
Oh, well, I saw her roaming in front of my door because I don't have it shut, so I can just see the shadow.
Build up the courage to come ask for tablet time.
Yeah. Lyra's on Raw. I think she'll be interesting to watch. Final.
Kids are awesome.
Hey, go chill out. Slam my door.
It was my whole face. I was like, oh.
Uh,
Yeah.
anyways, Final Testament's on Raw though, so that's
Yeah. And they split up the Pride and Testament, which is good. Quit that stupid beef. That was dumb.
I still don't understand the purpose of the Final Testament though. Like their MO, their objective, like
It could be, if they did it right, that could be an interesting Judgment Day Final Testament little feud, because I mean they're kind of the same thing essentially, except for Final
biblical
Testament
reference.
has this, I was like, they kind of have this more. I feel like they really run with their name. They're like, oh, I'm here, changes come, and Judgment Day is just like, oh, we run this shit. Brr.
Yeah. DIY/new DX is on SmackDown.
That'll be good for them. Get a clown down under out of the mix.
Man, I really thought they were gonna lose on Friday night, but nope, they won. Yeah, who else? This Dijak is now back on Raw.
Yeah.
Odyssey Jones is on Raw.
Cool.
Giovanni Vinci is on SmackDown, so they split up Imperium really good. But like
Imperium
that's
stayed on Raw.
there's not too like this isn't a big oh my god look at the shakeup, but there's a few.
They moved enough pieces and brought up enough
Yeah.
different pieces to make it somewhat.
I'm calling it right now the three. I think everybody knows it. The three faces of WWE and for the next 10 plus years will definitely be Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker, and Ilya Dragunov. Probably in that order, honestly. But it'll be interesting to see Ilya face off with Gunther.
Gunther.
Because that was a good match in NXT when they had their little feud.
Ready. Yeah. I'm ready for Braun Breaker to start doing matches that take longer than a minute. Stop giving him the Goldberg treatment, and let's get this guy up there.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what they do with Baron Corbin this go around, though.
Yeah.
But, like, he's not a bad dude.
Maybe he could be like I don't know, like the brawling chef or something like that, and come out in like a chef hat. And
I don't think he's doing that.
his move could be the meat tenderizer.
Only if they actually let him hold one.
Oh my god!
I want to see him pull that thing out of his pants, just like Thor.
Keep his beef going with chef reactions on TikTok.
I don't think he said shit about Chef Reaction a bit, actually. Because I follow both of them.
I don't think he did, but Chef Reactions definitely. He's thrown some shade at Baron.
All right, so let's go into this wonderful Backlash card that starts from this recording in about 2 hours.
Oh, what about Ronda Rousey still getting people kicked out of the WWE?
Who should get kicked out this time?
They released Drew Gulak. Because
I thought he just got suspended.
No, they released him. She did that damn interview on April 3rd or some shit. Talking about like he
everywhere.
Grabbed her drawstring or something like that from her pants. And I guess they did an investigation and released him now.
Look, I don't feel a certain way about Drew, but he also wasn't on TV. He didn't do much. I don't
feel a certain way about him, but I feel a certain way about Ronda.
Yeah. Well, Ronda's going after everybody in the WWE right now. She's
a talentless hack is what she was, and that was the problem.
Well, the funniest part about that is, or about this whole shit, is the superstars, the wrestlers are starting to come forward too about her, be like, she's so hard to work for. Even behind the scenes and commentary is coming out and be like, she was hard to work with. She wanted everything to go her way. She didn't want to lose. She wanted all the special treatment. I was like, yeah, that's kind of what like everyone knows. But she's also making other accusations against female wrestlers. Drew, I think, is the only one she's made a claim about the men's.
It's like your husband literally has a record for beating women, so let's work on him first. Like, come on.
How about we clean our own house before we go attacking anybody else?
Yeah, like this is again.
I forgot about that.
Couldn't stand her in the UFC. Like she was just the product of a new women's division where they hadn't brought up the talent from the other places yet.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, she's a Olympian, so I'm not taking away her pedigree. She knows how to judo and all, she knows that stuff. But the minute they got those real fighters up, like the Holly Holmes and Amanda Nunes in UFC, she was an afterthought. No one even thought of her as a top women's fighter anymore.
And yet she attacks all of them on a regular basis with press conference. Yeah. Like I'm not big into UFC anymore. Haven't been for a few years, but it's funny to see interview come through, and all of a sudden it's Ronda, bitching and complaining about this fighter in the UFC. Or I could take her, but I was paid more because I'm the best. I draw people in. And they mention about WWE. Well, I wasn't given fair treatment. I was misused. This person said this. This person did this. I was being sabotaged. Nobody wanted to really work with me. I'm not difficult to work with. Like, bitch, you're fucking difficult to work with.
It sounds like it. I mean, you're kind of talking about it yourself.
There's kind of a common denominator here. 2 companies. You've been in both. Yeah. I mean, if it walks
not a
like
fan,
that,
never have been. Yeah, she was a one-trick pony. She could throw on a good arm bar, and then once that got figured out, she got her face fucking stomped in every time.
Yep. This is true. This is all true.
All right, my bad. Let's move back on to WWE.
Okay.
Just wanted to point out how much I don't care for her.
Well, since we're talking about people we don't care about, let me talk about Charlotte Flair. No.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yep.
We're good.
How much time you guys got?
Don't worry, I'll just do a whole fucking episode by myself with this. Don't have to torture anybody else with it.
Oh, man.
Have you all log in and be like, yeah, no, we're not doing this. Click. Well, they're gone.
What is this? What's this episode? Charlotte Flair. Yeah, I gotta go.
All right, so we have 5 matches on the WWE Backlash pay-per-view taking place May 4th.
Today.
Yeah.
Since we're my bad. We're recording this.
I thought about it. I was
like, hey, look at that window.
There's part of me that's like, we should just do this live. Just fucking do it live. I'll hit the record button too. But I was like, I don't have that set up yet.
Yeah.
I need to do that. I haven't got approval from YouTube.
It's been a rough week. We had a lot. I had something going on Tuesday. I couldn't get back here in time. Obviously, Roggles got his. So it was a tough time to get in and get this recorded.
Then the weather, Roggles' internet being cut.
So, I forgot his internet was down.
Just a kind of a shit show this week for everyone. Yay, spring. Midwest. Alright, so our 5 matches we have on are the Women's Tag Team Champion, the Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Hopefully they get a team name established during the pay-per-view. You have Randy Orton KO versus Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Women's Champion Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton. Triple threat. World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest versus Jey Uso, and the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. So those are the 5 matches on the card tonight. So yeah, let's just start with the women's tag team. We'll go from bottom up, face down. Okay, so Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
The stormiest tag team. There you go.
No. No.
All right, I'm done. I'm here all day.
What's worse is they're probably going to somehow incorporate Storm and EST, and I could see it being the stormiest something.
Yeah, there's a storm coming. It's gonna be the greatest storm. And I'm done.
The greatest storm. There you go.
I jump right into this one, and I hope Jade and Bianca pull it off. I mean, the Kabuki Warriors, I'm kind of sick of seeing them do their weird dancing around the ring all the time. And I would like to see Jade and Bianca go on a little run before Bianca goes back for that title.
I'm going to just kind of throw the obvious out there. I fully believe Jade and Bianca are going to win because they're not going to let Jade have a loss yet. So,
yeah. And then I think that's gonna
spoiler.
some way they're gonna create a beef between Bianca and Jade further down. Like, something's gonna happen while they're the champions that causes the super kick through the barbershop window or something. Something's gonna happen.
They could definitely do that. I mean, I feel like this is more of a get Jade's feet wet in the water with WWE and let her shadow Bianca, and then definitely, the student becomes a teacher type situation. So,
absolutely.
So I'm with you on that. I think Bianca and Jade
pretty
wins.
easy one.
Do you think it's a very quick match, or do you think this is drawn out?
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be long. I don't.
I'm thinking like Braun Breaker treatment, short match.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not that short, like not 42 seconds in, but like I feel like it's gonna be maybe 5 minutes. Like I don't feel like it's gonna be a very long match. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe they'll actually give Asuka a little bit of pride and let the match make it seem harder, to get her beat or whatever. But I just don't see it being long.
There's part of me that's like, this could definitely be a squash match, just like done. But since they've had the storyline built up and Jade's came into it, I feel like they need to have at least 5 minutes just to solidify it versus one and done type situation.
Let Bianca get in there first, have her a little bit of fun, and then just have Jade come in and be a powerhouse and Braun Breaker it.
Yeah. I mean, she can literally just fucking toss these two girls, the Kabuki Warriors. She can probably one-handedly just toss them up in the air and be done. Yeah. She's freakishly strong. Yes. Kind of scary at times. In life.
Well, like in a good way.
I mean, to each their own. I don't like being thrown up in the air.
I am a big guy. If somebody can throw me in the air, I'm going to be very impressed.
You're just going to be like, holy shit, wee!
Maybe even slightly aroused. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be a quick one. Jade, Bianca.
Definitely. Then we have Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa versus Tama Tonga. Keep in mind, Paul Heyman has not talked to Roman Reigns since WrestleMania.
No, remember he talked to him when Roman decided to take his name out of the draft.
No, you didn't watch SmackDown's behind the backstage.
When he was talking to him, he said, "Okay,"
because he tells Aldis, he says he had a little breakdown. He's like, "I haven't even talked to Roman since WrestleMania," and he goes, "Wait, what? What'd you say?" I haven't talked to Roman Reigns since WrestleMania. And he's like, wait, but you... Ball. Yeah, he's like... He's like, Look, what do you mean? Because you said Roman Reigns pulled himself from the draft. No, I did that. I pulled Roman Reigns from the draft.
Okay,
so I can't separate him.
I missed that part. That part then. I seen the other part where he was... So, initially, I thought this was going to be another coming out party for a bloodline member. But after reading like different reports that I was reading, it kind of sounds like they're not ready to possibly bring anybody else up yet.
I mean,
so now I'm kind of up in the air on this one. It's like, are you going to let Randy and Kevin win, or are we going to let Solo and Tonga? Are they going to cheat to win? Like, I don't know, honestly. Like, this is the one where I'm kind of confused on it. I don't see a clear cut winner.
I mean, the only bloodline that could come would be Jacob, as he's signed, but that doesn't. Yeah. I've read like Zia Fatu is also in the area, so they could definitely like debut Jacob in that manner and Zia in that manner too. Yeah. But are they there?
No, like I keep hearing. Sounds like I'm hearing them coming down the stairs, so I'm just waiting.
But KO and Randy Orton have nothing to lose or gain from this at all, so I think Solo and Tama's gonna win solely to establish their bloodline lineage in this one. Unfortunately, but I do think it's going to be a legit bout, and maybe Tama or Solo can suplex KO off the top rope, off the buckle, because no one can suplex KO off the buckle.
Yeah.
So be a little nod to that reference that Corey likes to make so much, but I see this just as a straight brawl and still having Solo and Tama win, since Solo finally got his first win on a live event after 39 losses. Something like that.
Yeah. John Cena was his last one, yeah.
So.
I agree. It would definitely mean more to have those two pull it off than KO and Randy right now. Like, it doesn't. Cool. What are you guys gonna do if you win? Like, number one contenders for the tag? Like, no.
Well, hold on. I will take Randy Orton and Kevin Owens as a tag title.
No, we've seen the weird Randy Orton
RK Bro
partner team. I mean, you had RK Bro. What was it? Rated RKO. Yeah. I mean, you had all these weird Randy team ups. Let's just get Randy back in the goddamn title picture. Look, Randy's on SmackDown. Cody's back on SmackDown with the belt. Let's get the legacy. Yep. We've talked about it at Survivor Series. Let's start this. Like, let's get Randy in the title picture.
Yep. No, I'm with you. Randy needs to be there, but they're also establishing Cody right now.
Yeah. So it does not need another tag team run with a random ass partner. Oh yeah, he doesn't need it.
It'd be the most unusual name too, because it's like you saw their shirts they have, so that's why it's like they're going for a tag team because it's RKO. KO's duct tape. So
yeah, it's God. Just don't.
Like, just saying, it kind of looks like
it. Yes,
that's what we're doing.
It does.
So
just get him in the title picture.
Or KO goes for the U.S. title, Randy goes for the world title. They both win. Now they're double champs, tag and mid/top tier.
I mean, they both really have issues with a Clown Down Under, so I mean, it makes sense.
I really wish that'd be their real name too. A Clown Down Under.
That was great.
It would sell more merch, just saying.
It would. I agree.
But who do you have? Are you going with Solo and Tama?
I'm gonna go with Solo and Tama. I just feel like it makes more sense. It really does. Even if Randy and KO lost this match, I mean, you can still put them in the title picture. Like it doesn't take them out of it, but it does help that bloodline storyline a lot more.
Yeah, so they have to build it back up and reestablish a new power dynamic. But we still don't know who the tribal chief is, though. Randy Orton asked Paul Heyman. They got interrupted, so.
And we don't really know what's going on with Jimmy right now either. Like, is he what's he going on to? I don't know.
He had like a legit injury, I thought.
Did it?
Yeah. I could be wrong because I get so much fucking shit on my feed about it. So some of it feels like a storyline. Some of it states that it's a legit injury with Naomi kicking in.
Yeah.
Saying shit.
No. Feel the glow.
I will say I like the idea. I don't know if you've seen it. I would assume you have. The new bloodline versus old bloodline. The new one being like Solo, Tama. Why can't I think of the fucking woman's name? Nia Jax. There we go.
Yeah.
And then
she's on SmackDown too now, right? She was considered a big pick.
I mean,
without stating the obvious part of it, yeah.
Okay.
But no, they were really excited about her going to SmackDown for some reason. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, add her to Solo and Tama, let Jacob and Zia come in, and you got your four there, plus the woman, and then have it be Roman, Jimmy, Jay, Naomi. They need one more guy.
Yeah.
Maybe The Rock? I don't see that, but no. Old lineage versus new lineage.
I don't know. How about just no Rock?
Well, I'm okay with that too, but I mean, I need a fourth guy, so there's only.
I'd rather
Rikishi's off the table.
I would rather he came back than The Rock.
Man, The Rock is in. Like, side note, The Rock is in so much hot water right now in Hollywood. Have you been seeing these reports?
No, I tried to ignore as much of as I could about The Rock lately.
I couldn't because there was overlap with Ryan Reynolds. and some of their old projects together, and like apparently they had a beef, they had a falling out, they got back together type situation. But
I heard there was some foul play between some lady cohorts and The Rock. That's about all I've kind of heard.
The latest one is he's consistently late to set by like 3 to 8 hours.
3 to 8. That's not even a good like standard length of time. It's like 3 to 8, bro. There's 5 hours in between.
I'm just telling you what the report said, because they're
Like,
all they all say the same thing. Like the consistency is 3 to 8, and because he is working so hard, quote working so hard, he is having to use water bottles to relieve himself, and now people are finding pee bottles all around the set because he refuses to take a break to go use an actual restroom. He'd rather just pee in the bottle. And he's even brought it up on social media before, just saying, well, you gotta do, like, I don't have time to go take a proper break. This is just quicker. I can get on with myself. I think,
He wants to be in the military so bad.
go join the fucking Marines then. Give you a crayon and a water bottle.
Laziness at night in Afghanistan. Like, oh man, it's 2 a.m. Like, the latrine is on the other side of the compound, but I got this bottle of water right here.
It doesn't even have to be the Middle East or deployment, because in our down in basic, in our little dorm room we had somebody that was actually peeing in water bottles, and he didn't get caught. Yeah.
And basic?
Yeah, he didn't get caught for like a week or two, and the only reason we got caught, backstory, we had a rotation of MTIs, so there's very, very large shortage of them, so there was like 10 for all of us on the base, but he never got caught because we had a different MTI almost every other day. But a female TI caught him when she was doing locker checks, and there was just 5 or 6 bottles, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Bottles in the bathroom. Literally, for him, there was a bathroom 10 feet away because he was second row, and she's just ripping into him, and he's like, I can't pee in front of people, so this is how it goes at night when everyone's asleep. Disgusting.
Okay.
So much.
But you just, seriously, at the same time there, at night when everyone's asleep, you could go in there and pee by yourself. Like, you just ruined your whole story again.
Dude, he got recycled. He was not very smart.
Yeah.
He was fucking stupid.
All right, let's hold on. I'm gonna bring this one back. All right, get back on track here.
Anyways, back to Backlash.
But yeah, so I think Bloodline's gonna win this one. Next match.
Yep. All right.
Next match.
I'm going. Women's Championship: Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton, triple threat, which means no rules.
I know, but do you think they're gonna rob Bayley of it already? It's not going to be Naomi. I'm telling you, I can throw that one out now. I do not see Naomi winning this belt.
They're kind of building up Tiffany too.
I could see Tiffany getting the big push.
I don't think she's ready. I don't think she's ready.
She's not. I think it's going to be Bayley winning it, but I think they're going to make Tiffany look really, really good in this match.
You're not going to like this because you said you're taking Naomi off the table, but here's my prediction on this one.
If you go back to this bloodline thing, and Naomi needing a belt to be in the, I swear to God.
No, listen. I wasn't even gonna mention bloodline, but now I could do a whole fucking angle on that. But no, I think this is gonna be a big brawl match. I do think some type of weapons are gonna get involved. Not important to the story though. Is you're going to have the finish be Tiffany versus Naomi because they have a big feud of their own going on. Tiffany's gonna do the prettiest moonsault, get her in position, go for the pin, and Bayley's gonna come out, Rose Planner, and then steal the win by pinning Naomi.
Oh, I can see that, yeah. What I meant by take Naomi off the table is I don't see them putting the title on her.
Gotcha.
That's what I meant by that. I think Naomi's going to be in this match, and she's going to look great. And I think she's looked great since she's came back to WWE. And I do like the push she's getting. I just don't see them putting a belt on her.
I want them to bring up mid-tier women's titles. Everybody does, clearly, because even Undertaker and Steve Austin said the same thing. But she would be perfect for a mid-tier right now while she's getting her push to
a phenomenal intercontinental type champion.
Yeah. Give her a decent push. But I don't think Bayley's going to lose just solely for the fact that neither one of these other two are ready for it.
Being that it is a triple threat and there is no disqualification, Is Nia Jax gonna come out here and keep fucking with him like she's been doing?
That would build the bloodline segment. I could definitely see that.
Singles out Naomi. Your husband's a piece of shit. Oh, no.
I could definitely see that. She may not interfere in the match, like get involved, but I think she gets involved post match because she's already said she's coming. So
yeah,
it could be, but also keep in mind too, they've mentioned it on Friday Night SmackDown. The draft's in effect for Raw on Monday, Friday night, next Friday. So it's all up in the air right now who could get involved in this too. Fuck with
well, I mean, she already came out in the middle of one of their SmackDown matches and fucking broke it all up. So
but
I can see her being there.
What about Damage Control? As their one little less like fuck you Bailey.
I think
Dakota Kai specifically.
I don't know. I feel like that storyline's kind of we got rid of it.
But they hinted at with Bianca saying I'm done and having her moment with Bailey, non-confrontational moment with Bailey.
Listen, Dakota Kai, horrible. I'm sorry.
No, you're not wrong.
She could. I don't know. The Damage Control thing is just get rid of it.
It's played out. It's done.
Are they on Raw now? Did they get drafted to Raw?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's played out. Be done with it.
Like Kabuki Warriors can stay together, or hell, even kick Dakota Kai out, really, and it would make sense for a new faction to be formed with those three.
Okay. It's like you have these three really good Japanese wrestlers, and then
Dakota,
some girl that was picked up out of a trailer park in the Midwest somewhere. So we're gonna put you with these guys. Like
she screams, "It's not a phase."
You can say it. I wanna say the rhymes with mouth, but like that's what she looks like to me. I don't see it.
Screams more emo chick to me, like wanna be emo.
It's not a phase, Dad. But she doesn't make sense. It made some sense when Bailey was still there because you had Bailey, but now it's just these three great Japanese wrestlers and Dakota Kai. Like cool, awesome. Weird faction.
Where do you fit in here? Awesome, that's lovely.
So do you agree then? Bailey's gonna win.
Yeah, Bailey. Yeah. The other two just aren't even ready. Like it'll be a good match, and there's part of me that thinks maybe this has potential. Not match of the night, but up there. Yeah. Not hard there either. There's only 5 matches, but up there.
I already know match of the night's gonna be. It's gonna be a good one.
Tag titles?
No. What, the 5-minute match? Yeah, the 5-minute match.
Randy and KO.
Oh my god, that was the greatest 5 minutes of wrestling ever.
The best 5 minutes of my life.
I'll talk about it when we get done with them.
Okay. Next up was World Heavyweight Championship match: Damian Priest versus Jey Uso.
Yeet.
I feel like you have to, now that you have a tattoo, I feel like you have to go with Jey.
Dude, I'm still taking Jey. I don't see, in my opinion, there's no reason to keep that belt on Damian Priest. I don't see it. I don't care. I don't see a reason for it. It just doesn't make sense. Cool, you had your time in the sun. Bondage Undertaker or whatever they want to call him.
Bisexual.
But, yeah, it's Jey Uso's turn.
Here's the thing. I can solely agree with Jey, but I can also see the storyline perspective of win or lose. If Damian wins cleanly without the help of Judgment Day, he can continue his beef with JD and Dirty Dom saying, "I don't need you, you need me," because that's his big story with him right now. But also,
if he wins, they have to do that. He has to leave the Judgment Day.
Yeah, but if he loses, then they can also kick him out of Judgment Day by saying, "Hey, I thought you needed, or we needed you. What happened? You clearly needed us in order to win, and we didn't help you," type thing. He lost because they didn't get involved. But
I could see them coming out and just standing there watching him lose.
Yeah,
like, oh man, you didn't need our help.
Yeah,
I could see us. Yeah, I could see that storyline playing into it. The fanboy in me just wants Jey Uso to win.
I just want Jey Uso to win because I like. I'm done with Judgment Day. I've been done with them for a while, but I just think it'd be more entertaining to have, I don't know, two faces versus heels
Yeah.
still being a champion. Like the era's over with having heels as championships titles. So I want Jay just for
You
baby
gotta have
faces to run.
you're either like a very good anti-hero,
Yeah.
like Mommy. Mommy was considered a heel, but like
Yeah.
people loved her.
Yeah.
You know, she was that definite anti-hero. Damian Priest isn't that guy.
No.
You either need he needs to break away from the Judgment Day, do his own thing where he kind of tries to establish himself, not as a face necessarily, but as just a powerhouse talent that can do it on his own.
Yeah.
Or you can give it to Jay, give the people what they want.
Man, I would go with Jay. Also, just have the implosion of Judgment Day. Finn's the only one that's kind of in that gray spot. He's not in the storyline with Dirty Dom and JD, and he's not on Damien's side either. So he's a floater.
Finn needs to go back to the Demon.
I thought he said he's done with that forever. Okay.
That's where I want him.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what everybody wants.
He was phenomenal as the Demon.
I want to pick Jay, but unfortunately, I think Damien's going to hold the title. It's going to be my final pick.
It's understandable.
But again, this is one I'm completely happy with being wrong. But I think Damien's going to hold on to, and it's going to be the implosion of Judgment Day, especially with Dominic going with Liv. He has some mommy issues.
They make him look like Eddie Guerrero way too much for. I still question if that's actually Ray's kid. Like, obviously it is, whatever. But like, man, dude, he looks like Eddie.
Look, that fucking little dirty stash of his needs to be gone. Fucking pisses me off every time I see his face. Like, God.
Shave that mustache and get rid of that weird cow print vest you always wear now. Both of them need to go away.
I will say, I do think the cow print's going to go away, and I think it's going to be kind of a nod because of Liv. I think Liv's going to gift him something, kind of like Mommy gifted him the boots and the vest. Have Liv gift him something, and he starts wearing that, and just it's a subtle
transgression.
Yeah. Tidbit, whatever you want to call it. Like, oh, I'm with Liv now because I have the biggest mommy issues ever.
Everybody thought he had daddy issues. Turns out
he's got mommy issues. Such a weird storyline.
So weird.
You're sticking with Jay though?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Jay.
Look at that. First time we disagree. That's cool.
Can't pick them all together, right?
No.
No, this is
purely... I want Jay to win though.
This is purely the fan side of me. Like I want Jey Uso.
The fan side says Jey Uso. The logistical side says you're fucking stupid. It's Damian Priest.
Get out of here.
I don't know what they said. They just came in and said, I
think they said they want to go outside.
Oh. And mute. Yep. Let's wrap this up. We have the final match of the night. I'm going to assume this is going to be your match of the night.
I think it's going to be a match of the night. I think AJ he still has the ability to put on a hell of a match. The dude's I would consider him a semi-high flyer. He looks great out there. He's obviously a veteran in the ring. He knows how to make people look good too. And then you got Cody who's bouncing all over the ring. And I think it's going to end up being match of the night. I think it's going to be a damn good one.
I will agree with you, and if it's for some reason a disappointment, I could see. I can't even give it to Jay after his WrestleMania match. That was such a letdown. But I think one of the men's world titles are going to be match of the night. But Cody versus AJ.
It's just, man, that has everything all over it to be an amazing match.
Yeah. Even with people saying, the indie circuit. Or this is an indie circuit match, talking about Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles both getting their comeuppance on the indie circuits.
Which, who cares?
Well, they're playing onto it
Cool.
because of the Bullet Club.
Fucking Bullet Club.
So
Get some.
this has such a potential. As long as neither one get injured in the match,
Yes.
this has potential to be an epic match.
I don't want to see any interference.
Well, who would interfere? That's the thing, though. Like, AJ's not with OC.
LA Knight come out, slap him around. It's supposed to be my title shot. Blah blah blah. Who knows? You know, I don't know. I just don't want any interference. I want it to be just an awesome fucking match.
Yeah, there's only no. This is the only match that should have no interference because I mean, Damien versus Jay, you have Judgment Day. Bailey, Naomi, Tiffany, you have Nia Jax. KO, Randy and KO with Bloodline, you have other Bloodline members getting involved. Women's tag titles, you have Dakota Kai or EO getting involved. So yeah, this needs to be a clean, and it will be a clean win because Cody's a babyface and he has to establish himself.
No, exactly. And it should be just that good of a match to where it's going to be.
Somebody posted up that Roman Reigns' first title defense was against AJ. Seth's first title defense was against AJ, and Cody's is the first. Is
I
AJ.
saw that
So
too.
I mean,
and both they were good matches.
Yeah. So I still think Cody's gonna win, but it's gonna be a hell of a show. Both of them are, I would say they're more technicians, but that high flyer technician type. They both can fly.
They have the ability of it. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, they're definitely mat technicians, but
So how many Crossroads?
Could you imagine if they took the belt off of Cody? The very next pay-per-view or PLE after. Fuck your story.
I've seen
Cody's winning. Cody winning.
I've seen plenty of rumors saying this is how they should do it, and all of it strips Cody. Every pay-per-view or PLE has Cody losing, and just saying this is how they could do it and why they should do it, and just basically it results in fuck Cody's story. You got what you wanted. Shut up. Go away now. Type situation.
Oh, that'd be so bad, dude.
I would probably laugh my ass off. In all honesty, you're like, oh,
I was
awesome. This is funny. Quickly, did you see that? Yep.
So Cody's gonna win. Match of the night. I think we're both in agreement.
Yes. There's no reason why this should not be a match of the night.
Are we gonna see any flickers of the camera? Any feedback? You think there's gonna be a little teaser? Okay, good.
This is, while this may not be an eventful, not eventful, while this may not be a high match card type of PLE, I think there's going to be at least one major event taking place, whether it's Tyler/Bo Dallas coming out and portraying as Uncle Howdy, or Eric Rowan coming back and getting established into the mix. I think there will be some type of nod to the Wyatt family or Wyatt Six, whatever they're calling it.
Yeah.
Because they've been doing something almost every weekly show.
There's just been feedback or a
QR code.
Something.
Yeah. So, I mean...
The big rumor I'm hearing for Bliss now is SummerSlam. Because it's in her hometown.
Yeah.
So that's the big rumor I'm hearing for Bliss. Again, rumor. I'm not saying the big fact, the big storyline. It's the big rumor.
But it could be they in all seriousness, if they want to build up this Wyatt Six, Wyatt family, I hope they go with NWF because I do like that tag. But the new Wyatt family is to basically have them all get together and kind of act as though there's puppet strings being pulled behind the scenes, and have Alexa Bliss debut as the dark version again, and have her kind of being like, I'm in control of all this. I'm behind this. I'm the one that's been orchestrating all of it. And that'd be a great way to not only bring her back, but to also explain everything else that's been going on.
Yeah.
So I think she can do it justice.
If they don't do a segment where the whole new Wyatt family is sitting at a barbecue table like in Fast and the Furious, and they're all drinking Corona, I'm going to be upset.
No snack.
Well, I feed the bodies till someone's hungry.
Yo,
No snack.
what's up?
He can't hear you. He doesn't have headphones in.
Yo,
Can you say hi?
Hi.
what's up, buddy?
Get that off.
I don't know what he's saying. Hey, give me a second.
It's like, yeet.
No, not having him say yeet. We're not doing that. No. Give me a second. Okay, bye. I'll be out in a second.
Oh, kids are awesome, dude.
We're both just right here still. Don't slam my door.
All right, apparently we need to wrap this up for you.
Yeah.
My kids are actually being good. I'm very surprised neither one of them came down here to be like,
I gave him the
Same thing.
tablet. I gave him the TV.
snacks.
I gave them breakfast. I gave them
Yeah.
food. And they're still like, I'm going to go bother you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I made sure I threw what is they're watching right now? Netflix Rainbow Rangers. That's what they're watching right now.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, well, they haven't got there yet. Need to get them there.
My daughter stumbled upon that and she's been watching it. And she's decided she hates commercials. Because I have Paramount. Yeah, Paramount. And I have the like free version or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
And she watches Nickelodeon on there. She's like, she found it on Netflix and she's like, there's no commercials on here. I like this more. It's like, yeah, but you only get like 10 seasons.
Welcome to our struggles. Like as kids, we didn't even get to fast forward through commercials. We just had to sit there and watch that shit.
I try to explain that to them too, where I was like, this is like, these commercials are short too. Like it's just 30 seconds. And she goes, yeah, well, I bet they weren't this bad. I was like, ours were like 3 to 5 minutes. And it was
I
when
used
we're,
to be able to get up to a bathroom break,
yeah,
cook a snack, come back,
and still be in the commercial.
Yeah.
But I was telling them that, and they're like, "Oh." And my daughter's on like, "Kick," just basically making me feel really bad about my childhood because she's always like, "Oh, that's sad." Sorry.
Tell her it comes with being born in the 1900s.
Shut up. So sick of it.
I love it.
About to just go get a tattoo that says EST 1900s.
At least you were freaking in the 1990s. I mean, right out of 1990, but fuck, man, I gotta say 84. You say 80s in front of kids, and they're like, did you just make that up?
Bro, I don't want to hear it. I was streaming live on, it was Monday or Tuesday this week, and somebody asked a question like asking how old I was and how long I've been doing this, because I said I've been streaming technically for like 10 years. And they're going, how old are you? I was like, oh man, I'm 33, 34. And they go, oh man, you were born in the 90s? That's like almost 40, 50 years away. I'm like, fuck you, get out of here. I'm so done with you.
Like, are you doing okay? Like,
No, I'm not doing okay. My back hurts, man. Shoulder hurts.
Dude, so
Everything hurts.
someone
What?
did that to me the other day.
There's a boy who keeps coming back, open, it's nipping on the window, and he's standing on the edge, and it feels like something's wrong with that little.
It's a bird. He'll be fine.
Okay, but it keeps like going up and down.
It's what birds do. They're eating food.
But it's not on the floor. They didn't put any bird food on the window. It's like
It's fine. He probably sees its reflection. It's fine. They're not smart animals.
No, someone brought up to me, they're like, when I hear 30 years ago, like for me, I still think of the 70s, and they're like,
Oh, yeah.
that's the 90s now. You're like, oh,
Yeah, I saw that TikTok.
fuck you, I gotta go.
It was somebody's prom night, and they're doing throwback, and you're supposed to dress in the theme of 30 to 40 years ago. And I'm going, oh yeah,
Wow.
60s and 70s. I went, awesome. Those are like good decades. And they're wearing 80s and 90s stuff. I'm like, hold on. Wait. No. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's right.
Are those Jinkos?
Oh, I was, yeah. And like my kid's school did a 90s flashback day. And I was like, I hate you all. Fucking Christ. I hate you all. Like, 90s is not that long ago.
Word. We're old, dude.
I am not. I am
We are
fresh
old.
as a daisy. Like
I'm
the
definitely
inside
not
of it,
that.
but I'm there.
I wake up every morning and every part speaks to me in Morse code with popping and cracking. Lay back down. You're not ready.
10 more minutes. Your body's warming up. We'll check engine lights on, everything. Just chill out. Wait.
Just color the marker so you don't see it.
So duct tape, highlighter, or black marker, you're fine. No one will notice anything's wrong with you.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I mean, overall, this isn't I don't think this is a great pay-per-view or PLE. I think it's just setting up storylines for the quote new era
Yeah.
of Triple H. But there's really only, I mean, I guess 4. There's 4 storylines going on right now, and then the end of the Kabuki Warriors. So
Yeah.
We'll see, but
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. Watch it.
Wait,
Later
who's
today.
gonna say bye, bitch?
No one, and trust me, I do like solo episodes too. It's like I don't fucking know how to wrap this up. It's Rago's responsibility.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, bye.
No, go check out social media. 2 Guys One Gamepad everywhere, and you can watch Ring Rage Report on YouTube as well as really right now Spotify, Podbean, and like one other places where the podcast is quote allowed to be up. It's Apple's being a dick about this right now. Working on it. Dude, it's such a bitch. It's such a pain in the ass. Hate it.
Monopolies.
So yeah, go check that out, and I guess that's really all I got for you. He's over there yeeting himself, so let him yeet away. But until next time, everyone, thanks for tuning in, and we'll do a recap. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll do something to do this. Hopefully, Rago's ready for that. So until next time, everyone,
Sounds good.
take care and thanks for listening. Till then, later.